Luqman's wisdom. Luqman the Wise was a slender, dark-skinned man famous throughout his time for his intelligence and good counsel. He spent his life giving and receiving advice, and his reputation was so great that some even considered him a prophet. Among the many recorded pieces of wisdom is a famous piece of advice he gave his son: "My son, always try to eat the best foods when you dine, sleep in the best accommodations when you rest, and enjoy the greatest pleasures of life. And wherever you go, build a home and live happily with friends." His son replied, "Father, what you suggest is impossible for me. The best foods, finest accommodations, and greatest pleasures belong only to the very wealthy. I may well be poor in worldly possessions." Luqman smiled. That is precisely the point. Most people imagine that all good things can be bought with a lot of money, but this is a mistake. Money, without wisdom, often brings only trouble. The owner of much wealth often spends most of his life in bitterness, chasing more money, but money itself holds no pleasure. True pleasure is found in the wisdom of life, and happiness is found in peace of mind. I am not telling you to buy the most expensive foods, or the softest beds. I am telling you to strive for a better, happier life and to truly understand what living means. For this, it is enough to eat a little later, so you are truly hungry. In that case, the simplest food will taste like the best food. Work a little more and sleep a little less, so you have a truly pleasant and sweet sleep. In that case, it is as if you are sleeping in the best bed. Work hard and diligently, and think about the misfortunes of others. The simple pleasures of life will then be sweeter, and you will love your own life more. Be kind and benevolent so that you are dear to people's hearts. In this way, your home will be everywhere, and a home of friendship can be built in any land. The bitter melon. Luqman's own life provided many lessons. Once, he was taken captive and sold as a slave to a great master. The more the master observed Luqman's work, the more he was impressed by his intelligence and wisdom. Soon, Luqman was dear and respected in the master's eyes, treated like a confidant, or even a son. The master always tried to honor Luqman, often giving him the best food at the table. This continued until one day, a fresh, new melon was brought in. The master took a knife and, before tasting it himself, cut a slice and offered it to Luqman. Luqman accepted, ate the slice, and looked pleased. Happy to see his companion enjoy it, the master cut and gave Luqman a second slice, and then a third. Luqman accepted each piece with gratitude, eating it as if it were a delicious morsel. This continued until only the last slice remained. The master thought, "Now I can finally try this fresh melon." But as soon as he ate it, he realized the melon was horribly spoiled and bitter. His throat and tongue burned from the foul taste, and he was very upset. After washing his mouth, the master turned to Luqman. "My dear friend, that was a terrible, bitter melon. I had no idea. How is it possible that you ate every piece, from the beginning until now, and did not say a single word about the bitterness? How could you have endured such a difficult thing?" Luqman replied, "Yes, the melon was bitter. But I have enjoyed so much sweetness from your hand for so long, so many kindnesses, and so much honor. My heart would not allow me to complain about a single bitter piece. I always advise people to be grateful for the kindness of others. How could I not act upon my own advice? I only wish you had given me the last slice as well. I would have been just as pleased with your kindness as I was with all your previous generosity."